Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
I'm Jimmy from the Civil War. I'm going to be telling you about battle and medicine practices. How many casualties? There was like a gazillion. And there was a freaking there's like a billion deaths, and there was like a gazillion casualties, I think, in total. And there was that one really bad one where there was like a more billion casualties. I burped, sorry. I got a bunch of pimples and zits all over my face, so this won't look good, I'm sure. Who received the Medal of Honor. That was pretty poggers. I don't think women. I don't know how she got in there. I don't want separation of church and state. I think we should conjoin them. I watched The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And I'm pretty sure they didn't separate church and state, and that worked out pretty good because they have Gandalf and they have Gimli. And Solomon has been amassing these dwarves or orcs. Anyway, there was a lot of casualties in the Civil War, and they didn't have very advanced medical practices. And that goes for the Union and the Confederacy, since they're both American. So, what did you expect? Americans are awesome, but their medical practice at the time weren't. Most of the medical practices ended in someone getting their leg getting amputated, or I'm sure they would cauterize the wound. But another thing that I learned on the History Channel, that's a common misconception. They did have anesthetic, and they did have morphine to help with the pain. A lot of people think that they were just raw dogging it. Otherwise, though, it was pretty lackluster. They didn't have they had bone saws. They would cut people's bones. I mean, if you were a doctor, why bring anything else? You know, and most were very uneducated. It wasn't a standardized practice. You could become a medical doctor because you read a few books, and that was good enough for them. I don't know how the wages were. I'll put that up there. How were the wages? But they would run off and fight, and they would shoot their muskets, or whatever, and they would be like, ah, shoot, I got shot in the leg, and I need to amputate it. Now we still do that, but they like to lie to you. I don't believe in doctors because doctors are evil. Last time I went to the doctor, I was like 4, and I walked up to the doctor's office, and he went like that. He scared me. I said, "Stop! You're scaring me! You're scaring me!" And he hissed at me, and he ran away to a hole in his office. I think the doctor, he was like 3'4". He was like mumbo jumbo. Where I should trust doctors, I don't trust doctors. I would have trusted those fair, hard-working Americans in the Civil War. That works. Why is there a doctor that can treat everyone? Anywho, in the Civil War, doctors played a very important role on the battlefield. If they were capable enough, they would slap a bandage on it, say you're good. Other times they would have to do more extreme procedures, like they would ship them out in an ambulance or something, which is, I think it's stupid as well, because I don't want to pay money to the doctors, because again, the doctors are greedy and evil, and I don't stand for that. 90%. Here's a real statistic right here. 90% of doctors are liars and frauds and love money and are Jews. Yeah. I would trust a Confederate doctor with my life, though. Yeah. Alright. Oh, yeah, stay thrifty.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.